5, 4, 3, 2,
Manchester
1,
United have
0.
reached the promised land.
Yeah, let's waste absolutely no time here. Let's not wait for 20 past 1. Let's go here straight away. Manchester United have this afternoon at 1 p.m. announced the signing, the official confirmation of Lisandro Martinez. I'm here live and direct, like AJ Tracy. But look, let's talk about it. Yesterday was Christian Eriksen Day. Well, today is Lisandro Martinez Day. And this, out of all the signings that we've made so far, and I don't mean this in an offensive way to Christian Eriksen and Taro Malacia, this is the transfer so far that is likely to have the most transformative effect on this Manchester United starting 11, the strength of it, and what this Ten Hag system is going forward. Let's react to it. You can let me know in the comments below. I'll pull up the pictures. I'll pull up the quotes. We can have a conversation about it. But this is going to be a good day. I think so anyway. But look, let's get straight to it. The official announcement here from Manchester United. Waste absolutely no time. Martinez signs for Manchester United. Let's read the comments. Let's read the quotes. Lisandro Martinez has completed his transfer from Ajax to United, signing a contract until 2027. So it's a 5-year deal with the option to extend a further year. He made 177 club appearances and is a full Argentina international. Yes, please. Won numerous honors. Yes, please. Yes, please. Now, what's he said himself? Lisandro Martinez said the following. It's an honor to join this great football club. I've worked so hard to get to this moment. And now that I'm here, I'm going to push myself even further. I've been lucky enough to be part of successful teams in my career, and that's what I want to continue to do at Manchester United. There'll be a lot of work to get to that moment, but I firmly believe that under this manager and coaches and together with my new teammates, we can do it. I want to thank Ajax and their fans for the support they gave me. I had an unbelievable time there, but I feel the moment is right to test myself in another environment. Now I'm at the perfect club to do it. And there he is in the colours. I tell you what, I think the away kit's actually better than the home kit this year. But look, how excited are you about this signing? I mean, look, we all love big, powerful, aggressive defenders. There's the perfect example of it on the wall right there. Same colours too. Look at that. It's like I planned it. I didn't actually plan it. That's just completely accidental. But Nemanja Vidic, I mean, he is one of the bastions, really. The one that you can't really compare many or any really to Nemanja Vidic. But Lisandro Martinez, the butcher of Amsterdam, cross that one out. The butcher of Manchester. I didn't mean to do that. But look, Matt, you're saying, Sam, after this great news, maybe you can water your fake tree. It's looking dull. Hey, that bad boy. That's on that side, not that side. That's a bit of a weird one. Look, second live of the day. As I always say, I'll go live when there is something really important for us to talk about. And there's no way I wasn't going to go live after this bad boy. I'm excited about this one. I really, really am. I think more so, as I say, more so than Christian Eriksen, who I consider to be a supplementary signing, and we still need more inside that midfield. Lisandro Martinez comes into that defense and plugs a gap that we've had there for so long. People are saying, oh, he's only 5'9". How is he possibly going to cope with the Premier League, despite the fact that he had a better aerial dual success rate than Dan Burn did last year, and he's like 6'400". Martinez has been signed by Erik ten Hag for a specific set of reasons, a bit like Liam Neeson from Taken. He's got a very specific skill set. I'm excited about it. I can't say. Look, Mark, you're absolutely spot on to point that comment out. Going to push myself even further. A lot of players who have come to Manchester United over the last 5, 6, 7 years, I felt like they've come to United and gone, right, I've made it now. Let me just chill out. Let me just go back, relax. I'm fine. That shouldn't be the case with Lisandro Martinez. He's got the right attitude and the right mentality. And I'll tell you what, today's a busy day. I've just done that video that I've released on Anthony Alternatives, but I've been banking this video on Lisandro Martinez because he did an interview a while ago. It was about 18 months ago, and it's a fantastic interview. It really is, because it gives you a proper insight into the mentality behind him, and that's what I want to do. So I'm definitely going to do that. I might do that later on today. I'm not sure I'll do it tomorrow. Sod knows. It's a bit of a bumper day for content. Frankie de Jong next, says Alan. I mean, we can all hope there. We can all hope. Proper Quality says Pinky Pearl. That's a new name. Haven't seen your name around there. Strikers beware, the butcher has arrived. Hey, honestly, it sounds like a Goosebumps villain. The butcher of Manchester could be right there next to Say Cheese and Die. And there's something there's something beneath the sink. If you're old enough to remember the Goosebumps books. they were cracking horror books. Big up to you, Faisal. Thank you very much for the compliment. And Helgon, you're down there saying super excited, looking. Hey man, I'm looking forward to it. As I said, if you were to go now and you would take a quick look at the tactical board, and you add Christian Eriksen in, and you add Martinez into what I would probably consider was our best 11 from the preseason tour, you start to see how this Manchester United team is really taking shape. It really is. Martinez and Malacia down there instead of Shaw and Lindelof. Wow, that's a significant upgrade. Of course, Martinez, I think he's probably going to be tasked with helping Fred inside this role. It's not as if he's going to leave a huge gap behind there. He's going to be clever enough, because if you're looking at problems that Manchester United had on our preseason tour, we saw it in the Liverpool game, we saw it in the first couple of games. We had, whenever our press was broken further up the pitch, there was tons of space in behind. Martinez he's athletic enough, good enough, aggressive enough, and clever enough, and has an IQ to cover that space far better than Lindelof or Maguire can. Now, I can see some of you down there in the comments talking about, Sam, Martinez, he wasn't the first choice signing. That was Jurrien Timber. Now, Jurrien Timber was obviously somebody that Erik ten Hag was going after, but don't consider this a step down. All right? Don't consider this Man United settling, because it's not that whatsoever. If you see how the Ajax fans speak about Lisandro Martinez, they're absolutely delighted for him to have got his move, and they're sad to see him leave. He really is going to be, I imagine, the captain without the armband. Now, Harry Maguire is obviously going to have that captaincy next year. Erik ten Hag has backed him and will continue to back him, which is what his, I suppose, his priority is as a manager. Not that all of us agree with that. But Lisandro Martinez is going to bring a new level of aggression into what has been, our defense has had a weak underbelly for so long, right? You compare it to what it has been before to what it has been in the last couple of years. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Dad and Lad Fishing. I really like that username. Welcome to the family, my friend. Martinez. Hey, look, Jurrien Timber, clearly a very, very good player. But look, that's a big signing. That's the biggest signing we've made so far. It really, really is. Let me go over to social and see if anything else is being said. I think Man United might release the video. I might not pull that up because I'll probably get slapped down by Man United, but I might pull it up for a little bit. Let me have a look down here. How excited are you? Do you think Martinez will go into the starting 11 for our game against Atletico? Type yes or no in the comments. Do you think he'll start that game? I think he probably will. Or maybe second half. Maybe he'll start against Rayo Vallecano. We're definitely going to see a Martinez debut, though, this weekend. So in the next, 4 or 5 days, we're going to be seeing him play. That's going to be exciting. Let me go down there and see what else he said. Right, okay, let's bring this one up. Don't slap me down, Man United. I'm not going to bring any vocals on it. There is no other option. How can I zoom in on this? Zoom in. Now it's zoomed in. Jesus. It's a bit weird without the volume, I'll be honest. I'll get that off the screen. I might do it separately in another video. But look, going down here, see what you're saying. Going to be the absolute top boy. Top boy. We're playing behind closed doors today. Yes, Luke, we're playing against Wrexham. That's in a separate extra match. That's not really the other ones. Please show the video. I did show the video a little bit, but I'll try not to because I think United might have a go at me. What's the comment up there from Man? He's saying Pitbull on the left and Butcher in the middle. I like the nicknames. Butcher, honestly, the Butcher of Amsterdam has to be one of the best nicknames I've ever heard. I like it. I really like it. Sky Fox, what are you saying, sir? It's about time, and for the most part, it's all coming together. Looking forward to seeing him bullying Premier League forwards. Obviously, people want him to fail. Well, not United fans. They're all, look at him, 5'9". He's going to be crap. He won't be. He really, he won't be. I've got absolute confidence in Erik ten Hag's decision to go after him. Did we overpay for him? We probably did. I think we all know that, and I don't think any of us are particularly offended by that. And Dave, imagine that. Timber next season, Harry Maguire getting shifted out. I mean, that's a little bit cheeky. I'm not sure Ajax would do that. Jonathan saying, love it when a player looks like he really wants to join the club. It's a really good point there, my friend. And if we go back to the interview, the comments here from Lisandro Martinez, it was pointed out by Matt earlier. It's this idea that said, look, he's worked so goddamn hard to get to this moment. So I don't think he particularly he feels like he's earned this, right? And he has earned this through the hard work that he's done. I don't feel like he's come here, he won't go, right, okay, I've made it now. He says there, I'm going to push myself even further. He's been lucky enough to be part of successful teams, and he wants to thank Ajax, but this is the beginning of something new for Lisandro Martinez. In the same way that Erik ten Hag, what he did at Ajax was brilliant. What Lisandro Martinez has done at Ajax too has been brilliant. But neither Martinez nor ten Hag will be remembered first and foremost for now what they did at Ajax. It's what they do at Manchester United. This is the biggest stage that they will have. This is their chance to, re-establish Manchester United. I keep saying, whoever the manager is who manages to get Manchester United back up to that top table, he's going to go down as one of the great modern managers. He really will be, because it's such a difficult job. And Martinez is going to be tasked now, really, with helping transform this defense, which has been so shaky for, sod knows how long. And we've desperately lacked. And you sounded a bit cliche when we've had to talk about it for so long, and Roy Keane keeps banging on about it, and you keep talking about it. You're talking in cliches, and it's like, you sound like an idiot, and you do. But when these sort of basic things don't exist at your football club, it's the things that you desire the most. Genuine personalities. And I'm not just talking about someone who can sing and dance. A genuine personality who can affect others on the pitch. Of course, Roy Keane is going to be the king of that. But we've had so many others. And it's about that desire. It's not just about that desire and the fight and the attitude, X, Y, Z. It's all these things mixed into this broth, this Argentinian style broth. And Lee, you're saying, look, just had a row with a workmate over his height. Honestly, man, everyone's going to be doing that. Everyone's going to be doing that. As soon as Martinez loses a header to anybody, it'll be a meme. Lol, look at him. In the same way that Darwin Núñez misses a couple of chances in preseason and everyone jumps on that. It's the way that football Twitter works. They love to be proven correct about, is he going to be good? But as I said, looking at this, imagine that. That was the best team that we had for the preseason tour, but I've added in Christian Eriksen there, and I've added in Martinez there. And I think that just with those two signings really takes that team up a notch. Of course, we know exactly where Frenkie de Jong would go into that team and how he would take it up even more. But that really is a massive step forward. And Martinez, as I said, if we're talking about major issues that this Manchester United team has had for so long, it's actually having an ability to play out from the back with the ball, man. We've always, in the last few years, ignore Martinez's name there, but we played it around the back four, absolutely crapped ourselves, giving it to De Gea, and De Gea has absolutely spooned it long. What we now will be able to do is give it to Martinez, and Martinez not only is a good passer, he's a good progressive carrier. I imagine we'll see Martinez in this area of the pitch quite a lot. I'm not insinuating that he's going to be playing central defensive midfield, but he's going to be able to bring the ball up there confidently up to about these areas and then release the ball, instead of just having two defenders here in Lindelof and Maguire who are too nervous, really, which is that was always one thing I liked about Maguire's game, was his ability to run out from the back with the ball. He's lost that. I hope he refines that if he's going to be playing this season. But Martinez will therefore mean that Fred, instead of receiving the ball in the edge of his own box, Fred should be able to receive the ball in these positions a bit more. And he's better in that area. He's far better at receiving the ball there than on the edge of his own box. Prototype, you're down there saying, look, 5-year contract, music to my ears. It is a 5-year contract, but go over here and we can see the deals, well, the details of the deal. 5-year contract with the option to extend by a further year. Let's see what John Murto's had to say about him down here. He said, Lisandro is an outstanding player who will bring quality and further experience to Erik ten Hag's squad. We're delighted he's chosen United. And remember that as well. Remember that. He absolutely just outright rejected Arsenal. And I said that with utter confidence. And it's just not my normal style of video, is it? But I saw United fans at that time when Arsenal were being linked with him going, "Oh, what are you doing? It's embarrassing. We've got to go in over the top of Arsenal now. We're going to lose him." And I'm like, chill your boots. Like, why on earth is he going to choose Arsenal? Like, seriously. We're two clubs in a similar sort of position, and his old manager is at our club. There was no chance in a million years he was ever going to choose Arsenal. And he didn't. I was proven correct. It's nice to be right sometimes. It really is. FBN, the Butcher of Manchester sounds so cool. Gives me Vidic vibes. What would you rate this transfer so far plus De Jong? This transfer window so far plus De Jong? I gave it a C when I spoke to Who Scored. I'm going to be doing my season preview next week. We need Frankie De Jong. If we get Frankie De Jong in, then it's probably going to shoot up towards an A. Especially given everything that's happened in terms of outgoings. There's still so much more that needs to happen, right? We've still got Phil Jones, Tuanzebe, Eric Bailly. We probably need loan spells for Ahmad and other things. But Martinez is the first transformative signing we've made this summer. There's two that we have to make. There's one in Martinez, and I think that's a cracking one. And there's also one in Frankie De Jong, which we're still working on, right? Bob, you're right down. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, too right. We're going to get Barry up here in a minute. Bob, you're down here saying, I'm grabbing the popcorn for all these Arsenal fans saying they didn't. Yeah, we didn't want him. Yeah, we wanted to sign Zinchenko, actually. That was the player that we wanted. Martinez has got the sort of controlled aggression that we've just lacked for so long. And it's made it so easy to play against United. We just bend over. We just, do what you want. Yeah, go on in. Yeah, walk through. Absolutely walks through. I'm not saying I'm not saying he's going to stop all of that, but he'll force everybody around him to adopt a different sort of mentality and a different sort of attitude. Because, and again, this is why new signings are so important for managers coming into clubs, because the new signings are going to be their generals, their lieutenants, the players that Ten Hag will now be able to point towards and say, well, look at Malasia's work rate, his ethic and his attitude. Look at Martinez. Look at his commitment, his desire. Why the fuck aren't all of you doing that? He's now got his players that he can say, look, this is where we need to get towards. This is where we are now. This is where we need to get towards. Sky Fox, my cousin's an Arsenal fan, and when he outright rejected him, I couldn't help but laugh. Told him he was always coming to United because of Ten Hag. I felt that as well, absolutely, and it's proven correct. Lots of you talking in the comments here, asking about numbers. I don't know. What numbers are available? Let's have a quick look. Onto the official Manchester United website. Let's pull this up. And let's go to players and men. Let's see who have got there. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 is taken. You've got number 6, 3. Who was number 6 before? Can't remember. Paul Pogba? I think it was Paul Pogba. I'll be honest. Number's pretty irrelevant. Number really doesn't matter to me. I don't think it will matter too much to him. But he was he 21? I think he was 21 at Ajax. And 21 is currently free. But I think we're saving that for somebody else. Not sure who that could be. But yeah, the number doesn't really matter to me. I'm just happy that we've got our man. I'm happy that I'm not over the moon at Maguire being in our defence because of how I felt about him last year. But if we're looking at our back five now, and the idea that our back five at the start of the season is probably now going to be David De Gea with Malacia and and Diogo Dalot as our fullbacks, with Maguire and Martinez as our two centre backs, that is a significant upgrade on what we had last season, but also significant steps towards this Ten Hag system. Because this will be a system that gets built over the next, 2 to 3 years. 4 transfer windows probably, before we can really say, we've got everybody that we need inside this system now. But it's fantastic, really, I think, that we got Lisandro Martinez. Go over here, 21 is United's lucky number, don't know. De Jong should wait. No. Numbers are irrelevant. I don't know why anybody gets too excited about numbers. It's even the number 7. The number 7 for me at Manchester United, it's lost its allure. Giving it to Michael Owen, Antonio Valencia, Memphis Depay, Angel Di Maria will kind of do that to you. So there's not that many numbers at Manchester United where great. It's irrelevant, kind of. I just care about the player wearing the shirt. Goes to Solomon. Now, this is obviously a big question. Do you think he'll be a centre-back or possibly a defensive midfielder? I've spoken about this in depth when I did my scouting video on Lisandro Martinez. And I made it abundantly clear that he will not be playing defensive midfield this year. Lisandro Martinez, it's why we were using Alex Telles as a left-footed centre-back. Martinez will play in this position. Absolutely. Right? You will see him with the ball bring it up into these positions. I imagine you'll probably see him step up out of that position, maybe to cover some space in behind Fred if he needs a little bit of help. But on paper, Martinez will be our left centre-back. Faris, how have you looked? First time joining live. Nice to see you there. You won't be the only Malaysian here. Nice to see you there, buddy. But he's not going to be our central defensive midfield solution in any way, shape or form. I imagine he'll be able to play inside that role. I imagine there might be games where Erik ten Hag decides to play him inside that role because he wants a little bit of, I don't know, solidity, whatever you want to call it. But he is going to play as our left centre-back. And he will play, I imagine, alongside Harry Maguire. Rafael Varane, man, it's up to you to stay fit and capable. If Varane can stay fully fit this season, then he should be able to knock Maguire out of that spot. But if he doesn't, then I don't think he will. We've got Strahinger watching from Serbia. How you doing, buddy? Charlie Hughes saying, who would you like to see next? Now, that Charlie, I think that's a bit of a rhetorical question at this point. We all know full well that I want to see Frenkie de Jong, that you want to see Frenkie de Jong, and that Frenkie de Jong is the signing that every United fan wants us to make and to complete. Whether or not we get that one, it remains to be seen. I would probably say that whether or not an attacker is our next signing depends on what continues to go on with Cristiano Ronaldo. I did my video earlier today on the Anthony story. Weirdly enough, like hardly any of you watched it. I was a bit weird. Like the first hour, there's normally a certain amount of people who watch it and like the video. And I was like, why is no one watching this? Sometimes YouTube has this weird thing where it just doesn't publish the video into everyone's boxes at the same time. I think that happened today. So if you haven't already, go over there and good luck in that video. Anthony, let me know where you're watching from, buddy. Joining as a member, Butcher and Varane. Look, on paper, it absolutely sounds like the best centre-back partnership, doesn't it? Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. Man. But Harry Maguire, man, I don't particularly think he can play in the higher line. But if we're thinking about Harry Maguire's best football, the thing I always liked that he did at Leicester was he ran out from the back with the ball. He really, really did. He sort of broke through the lines. Bit of a marauding centre-back. Kind of hardly does that at Manchester United anymore, does he? F51 tried, what position should we focus on after Frenkie de Jong? Of course, it's an attacker. It depends whether you think that attacker is going to be a central attacker or a winger. I'm not quite sure there. Ajax just released a final interview with Martinez on their Twitter page, says Bob. Let's see if we can pull that up here. See if it's in English. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that. I might do it later today. It's a bit of a bumper day for videos already on here. Yeah, final interview with Lisandro Martinez. I'll cover that. I'm going to do a video later. I'll cover it later today. I'll cover all these interviews from the Ajax one, with the Manchester United one, and that interview, that special interview that I found a while ago, because you really will understand the mentality here. And probably why that's, I would say, the single biggest reason to be excited about Lisandro Martinez is that mentality. It's a fundamental of football, and it's a cliche, and I've said this before, but we just haven't had the right mentality. We haven't had the right attitude, the right characters, and the right leaders to sort of be the example that other players can look towards. And that is why Martinez is a major, major signing. Michael, so good you named him twice. Let me know where you're watching from, my friend. Who will be playing alongside him at left back? Tyler. I think what we've seen so far in this preseason tour, I can't be surprised if Malacia didn't start that game against Brighton. That's what my gut's telling me. I might be wrong on that one, but that's what my gut's telling me. I think he looks like an absolute baller. I think he's sort of outshone Luke Shaw a little bit. He kind of showed that he really is capable of coming straight into this team, and also that he's far more suited to the Ten Hag style straight away. Frankie is Frankie that. Forget Frankie, said Rudun. It's Lisandro Martinez Day. Yesterday was Christian Eriksen Day, and I said today was going to be, well, I didn't say today was going to be Lisandro Martinez Day. That was Mike Vivage. But today is indeed Lisandro Martinez Day. This is I can't wait to see this one. I'm looking forward to it. What game do you think he'll play this weekend? I hope to see him against Atletico Madrid. I believe that Manchester United, for this game, for these two games at the weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. The game on Saturday is where we're likely to see the majority of our first team play. The game on Sunday against Rayo Vallecano is where I think we're going to see the fringe players play, some of the younger players play. I think that's what we're going to see. So it depends where we're going to see him. I hope we see Martinez against Atletico Madrid, the better opponent, the bigger game. I'm just happy about it. And I think he's going to be fit and ready to be in the team to play next Sunday against Brighton. Happy days, man. I'm going to answer a couple of your questions here, and I'll wrap this one up, and I can start working on that Martinez attitude video. It's busy. Yes, it's busy, but I love it, man. I love seeing United doing good things. I love seeing my club signing players that I think, you know what? That's a really good signing. You know what? I think that's a signing that other clubs can look on with some envious eyes. And I said that before. I think Bruno Fernandes was the first one in a while, that first sort of signing that we have made where I think other clubs could look at us and go, kind of wish we signed him. I think Lisandro Martinez is going to be one of those types of signings. I really, really do. I think Martinez is it's going to be a massive breath of fresh air for us United fans who have watched Lindelof, who have watched Jones and Bailly and Maguire and Varane, and we just looked at our defense and we've not really had the confidence in them. Not really had the confidence that in a shoulder-to-shoulder or the ball in behind that they won't just be beaten. I think that changes a little bit with Martinez. I'm going to ask I'm going to read a few of your comments out down here. Ferdinand saying, look, can we not look at Gakpo as a right winger instead of Anthony? Take a look at my video earlier, mate. I mentioned him as one of the options. No club wish they signed Bruno. Man, that is weird. Honestly, I think that has to be, of all the things that United fans do, the vitriol that people give towards Bruno Fernandes is one of the weirdest things I've ever. Is one of the weirdest things. Absolutely one of the weirdest things. Yes, he was bad last year, but okay. Let's see what happens this year, and let's see you reversing. Sam, we've done some signings, so the rest of the week, shall we see releases for the rest of the week? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Vicky. But there will be plenty more content here in United People's TV. Don't worry about that. What's the plan if Ronaldo leaves? I don't know. Why don't you go and ask Erik ten Hag? I don't think there is a plan. I don't think Manchester United are going to plan. Or what you're saying, sir? You're saying, look, not going to lie. If you asked me a year ago if I would be excited about us signing Martinez, I would have said no. But I'm very excited as it's a manager getting his signing and he needs to be backed. It's weird, isn't it? I kind of feel like I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite of myself because I've always said that what Manchester United need to do is move away from making signings for the manager and move towards the club having continuity between signings so that whoever comes in next is not just left with this jumble sale of players. But I think with Ten Hag, we can do both at the same time because the continuity is going to come after him. What he lays, the next manager we get after Ten Hag, he'll be playing a similar sort of style of football so that the squad will suit whoever's coming in next. And it's Ten Hag. And he's going to be setting up the identity of the modern Manchester United will be in the blueprint of Erik ten Hag. Skyfox, appreciate your support, my friend. I really do. So I just want to be seen. Want to say it's been 2 months since I've joined as a member. Love the channel. Thank you very much. Every single member who's joined. We've got Michael joining in here and a couple more during this stream. I love the community that's getting built. I can't wait to launch the merchandise. I'm launching members-only content as the season starts. It's going to be exciting, and I'm glad you're all here to be part of it. And I'll tell you who else is going to be part of it. Lisandro Martinez. And everyone's like, Sam, you know, why are you getting so excited about new signings?
We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway.
as if I wasn't going to get a Barry in the Martinez official announce stream. Of course, Barry was getting involved. I need to get Barry on here for an interview. That's something we got to try and get done this year. But look, thank you very much, everybody, for joining in today. Martinez, the news is official. I won't waste any more of your time. I enjoyed that. You enjoyed that. Please, if you would, drop a like on the video. He has signed. Manchester United have confirmed here on a 5-year contract with the option to extend by a year. Could be for 6 years. Who knows? Who knows? But look, I'm excited by it. I think it's probably the most significant signing. No, it's not probably. It is the most significant signing we've made so far. A real transformative one, and one who I think will go straight into that starting 11. Make sure you check out my tactical videos. I've done a full scouting report on Martinez, exactly where he'll fit in and why he'll fit in. I might do a video later today or tomorrow, undecided. You'll really want to watch it. It's going to be a fascinating video, I think. I know, actually, because I've done the research on his mentality. And it's going to be a video that really focuses on that part of it. Because for me, that's the most important part of this signing. But thank you, everybody, for joining in. Happy days, Lisandro Martinez. Yesterday was Christian Eriksen Day. Today is Lisandro Martinez Day. Can we just get like a Frankie de Jong Day, please?